Welcome to Deeply Disturbing Things.
Cha cha chit chat.
I'm Macie.
And I'm Naomi. Join us for talking about nothing
Right?
and everything
All at once.
all at once.
And also not at all.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Wow, the depth that we are bringing to this podcast tonight.
So deep.
Speaking of deep subjects, I'm a real big fan of the luxury of shredded cheese.
That's so nice.
I mean, it's something that I will pay that extra money to have somebody else shred it for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, getting especially like a full block of cheese and the cheese grater,
It's
that's
a lot of work.
exhausting.
Yeah, I mean, I will not eat cheese sometimes rather than shred it. But I did learn that they add an extra ingredient to shredded cheese so that it doesn't stick together. And I was a little bit disappointed.
Well, but would you rather have cheese that sticks together?
I mean, I guess without that, it would just reform back into a cheese formation and it would no longer be shredded.
Defeat the purpose, really.
It would go back from whence it came.
To the cheese wad.
Cheese wad, yeah. Exactly.
Yes.
But did you know that about shredded cheese?
Well, what
that they add
ingredient?
something? It's like a flour or a starch or something.
I mean, that makes sense. It just keeps it like a little drier on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to just accept that. Just part of it.
I was waiting for you to tell me it's like rat poison or something like egregious for having in the cheese, but like a little flour to keep it separated, like that's fine. It's completely fine for me. I don't mind that at all.
Well, I'm glad I didn't destroy your world.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I have enjoyed though recently grating my own potatoes for hash browns. Speaking of grating things, because it's actually much easier to grate a potato than you might think.
No, it's very fast. I've had to grate quite a few for latkes.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you get a lot out of one potato.
You can. If you're too vigorous, though, you will accidentally add your own flesh and blood to the shredded potato mix.
I always have a little lump at the end that just becomes a chunk of potato that I end up eating because I don't want to kill my fingers.
I've shredded like this part, like the top of my finger.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't.
That's into your
latkes, yeah. Yeah, I don't remember what I did that year, if I just went with it and called it a natural flavoring, or if I threw it all out and started over. I can't remember.
Probably means you ate it. You just stirred it in.
I mean, that's definitely not kosher if I left it in.
No. Yeah, well, that's true.
Here's what I probably did. I probably tried to scoop out that portion and salvage the rest.
I could see you justifying that. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Especially if I had like already shredded a lot.
Yeah, and if you've seen like hash brown bags for like the same quantity, it's like $3.24. Like I could buy a whole bag of potatoes for that. It's ridiculous. I could. Yeah.
But you don't.
But I mean,
or do you?
I have recently.
You have.
I have recently, but most don't. You do have to like lots of butter. That's the way to get to the crispiness versus having them be mushy.
I'm a fan of a potato product. I love a good French fry.
Potatoes are great in general.
They are. What else do you make besides French fries? Oh, baked potatoes.
I make mashed potatoes. I made mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. I made that Sunday. Meatloaf and mashed potatoes and gravy. Classic.
So classic.
With my famous brown sugar ketchup glaze.
Speaking of all our potatoes and breads, I had a question for you and for me today
about bread.
Well, kind of related. Did you make a New Year's resolution?
You know,
and is it New Year's or New Year? Because
it's a new year.
New year resolution,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But why is it New Year's plural?
Well, it's not plural. I think it would be possessive. It belongs to the new year. Your New Year's resolution.
Oh, I see. Thank you for clarifying.
No problem. Yeah. I've made them before in the past. And then some years I'm like, fuck that bullshit. So this year I was going to not set one because really I set an intention every day to try to make each day better than the last.
Oh, look at you.
But then yesterday a little late to the game decided I was going to do something different because I remembered a few years ago I just to try to do one little thing different and it made a huge ripple effect on my life.
Nice.
I'm like, I think I'm going to do that again. Just change up one little thing.
One detail, like what? Like,
well, I started it today.
Okay. Oh,
so as we may have mentioned, I sometimes get a little obsessive about stuff in the news, like bad things, and I will just be completely obsessed about it and like spend way too much time reading about it or looking at images, and then I'm just like stressed out and anxious. So I decided I am not going to look at the news or anything in the morning when I first wake up. And it was so hard today. It was so many times I grabbed my phone. I'm like, no, I just threw it. So I decided instead I'm going to immediately, first thing when I wake up, because I sleep with my phone, because why not? And so instead of looking at the news, I'm going to immediately put on a song to start my day, like a theme song.
Yeah, like walking on sunshine. Yeah.
So today I decided like to put on some like powerful classical music.
Ooh, nice.
A good powerful piano concerto in a minor key to get me moving. Good. Yeah, and it was good. And I'm like, you know what? If the world is on fire, I will find out about it eventually. But at least
don't worry, I'll let you know.
Yeah, at least I'm like
we'll
kind of setting the stage for a good day, like mentally being like on point and stuff.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Yeah.
Did you know, so the top 10 New Year's resolutions are number 1,
go to the gym.
Exercise.
Yeah.
Number 2,
don't drink so much.
No, lose weight. Oh, that didn't even make top 10.
Oh.
People don't really mean that when they say that to their friends. Number 3, get organized.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Number 4, learn a new skill. Right? Don't these sound like work? Number 5, I don't really understand what this means, but live life to the fullest. I feel like that's a goal that will set you up to fail. Like it's too vague. Smart goals, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time limited.
Yeah. Remember a couple years ago, I decided to do what I loved.
Oh, I don't remember that. I'm sorry.
It's sort of the same vagueness. It's like, how does that translate into application?
You know what's funny? My little scratch pad of like me trying to brainstorm mine. My number 1 was find and do what makes me happy.
No, that's what I mean. I remembered like 2 years ago.
Which means I don't know.
2 years ago, I'm like, that's what I'm going to do. Because remember, I was just coming off of that year of intense yoga teacher training.
That's right. Yeah.
And I had like lost my mind with not having any time. And I'm like, I'm not going to start a new thing unless it's something I actually want to do. I don't want it to be like I feel like I should do it. I'm obligated. I want it to be something like I actually want to do. And, 2 years later, I'm finally now making a little bit of progress into
a big goal,
doing like what you love. It's way more complicated than all those little happy post-it notes make it sound like.
Yeah.
It's really hard. You have to really spend a lot of time like self-reflecting.
Away.
So it takes a lot of self-awareness and self-reflecting and healthy boundaries and just getting to know yourself. Because like what if I don't know what I love or what brings me joy? It's trial and error sometimes.
Right. So you did that, and then what I did was start something completely new and create an agency and create more work for myself. That's what I did, but it's been good.
Well, that's what I had always traditionally done. Is the second I had a little space was like dive into some insane project insane. Like, remember those Spokarnage roller derby tournaments I used to direct? Like, that took 6 solid months of work, like nonstop and stress. And that was like an international endeavor.
Mm-hmm. And it went on for a long time, but yeah, you have been more chill in the scene as of late.
Yeah, I've been trying to like what do I actually want to do? Not like what do I think I need to do to be productive or accomplished, or like what do I want to do? And I've been finding like sometimes it's just sit on the couch and watch a show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I never really allowed myself that. I never gave myself permission for that because it felt like, oh, I need to be doing something productive or
and
a project.
Fair, if anyone's curious, I mean, like
I still work like 7 jobs.
TV most of the time ever. So I mean, it's not like, yeah, YouTube
no,
is your binge-worthy thing.
Yeah, I have many jobs.
Okay, so number 6 is save money.
Okay.
Number 7 is quit smoking.
Oh, yeah.
Number 8, spend more time with friends and or family. Number 9, travel more. And number 10 is to read more.
Okay.
But this, if you just flip this is what tells me people are currently doing right before New Year's. They were eating a lot, not stepping on the scale. They're messy. They aren't doing anything new. They aren't living life to the fullest. They're spending money all over the place. They're smoking like chimneys. They don't spend time with family or friends. They're just staying in their homes and nobody reads.
Okay. So are you setting a goal this year?
Well, that really vague one, which
was what?
Won't be followed because it's too vague.
Which one? Live life to the fullest?
No, like find and do what makes me happy and stick with it.
Oh, yeah.
And more in like personal life areas, like work, I'm good. Like I'm totally fine.
I don't know about the stick with it, because what if what makes you happy changes and evolves?
Well, like
I think you're allowed to change and evolve what makes you happy.
I would just like some consistency.
AKA being boring.
All right, fine.
I think I have problems with
boringness appeals to me at times.
And that's okay. Stability is another way you could say that, reframe.
Yeah, I feel stable.
I have problems with most of those goals you listed for other people.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think that they are just, some of them might just be people's personalities.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like being unorganized, I think if you're not organized, I think you're an unorganized person, and there's not really a lot you can do about that except manage it.
Yeah, exactly. Or like find strategies to help manage it. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm a very organized person. If I had to try to become unorganized, I wouldn't be able to do it.
And I'm not an organized person. And I have to hire someone for that job.
See?
Anything.
It just comes down, right?
Administrative organization is not for me.
Like anything, like we don't need to pathologize it. It's all about functioning. Like if you can make it work, then who cares?
Okay, my number 2, I only have 2. My number 2 is going to sound a little weird, but so be more flexible. And I don't mean in choices, I mean physically my body.
Yoga wise,
yeah, because I have actually been I've been doing some like flexibility workout things with yoga.
There's a philosophy in yoga that mind and body are the same. So increased flexibility of body will lead to increased flexibility of mind. So you can't separate.
So it's just a good thing to do in general. That's what you're telling me. My calves are too tight, is what I've concluded.
Flexibility in calves will lead to flexibility of mind.
This should be on a bumper sticker.
It probably is.
Yeah. So those are my things.
So my goal, like the ripple effect of my little morning switch it up, is my attention span has been destroyed since the whole COVID lockdown increased.
Probably for a lot of
doing
people.
this. Like it's so hard to not do something else while in a meeting with other people virtually. It's so hard. So if I can keep myself from looking at the news or anything like social media, nothing on my phone except for music, then I think that's going to help me overall with focus. It's going to ripple out because I can just listen to the music and be me and not worry about what's happening out there with Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson. Like,
what's going on? I don't follow any of that. How do you keep I think scolded me last time for not being into public affairs, by the way. So
well, everything's balanced. I'm trying to pull it back a little bit.
What about Kim Kardashian?
They're dating and it's weird.
Who's the other guy?
Pete Davidson.
Who's that?
Oh my God, from SNL. Just look him up.
Which one? Okay.
I mean, that's great if they're happy. I just did not see that one coming.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. I would like to get rid of Facebook at some point. I I've been saying that for years. You can't because
the podcast group.
It's because because if I go off, then I'll just send you the podcast and you post it.
No, but the only thing that I have been doing on Facebook at all in the last year is just our podcast group, which I'm like, do we really need that? Would they live without us? Yes, they would. And then they can just follow us on Instagram, which is way easier to manage.
Yes, but Instagram is also owned by Facebook. So
I know that, but there's a big movement to set Insta free. And if we could free Britney, we can free Instagram.
I don't think that's how that works.
Well,
at all, actually.
I think. Thanks for disillusioning me.
You start the petition. It's what I'm here for.
What I'm waiting for is the next thing. Like, what's the next thing? Let's find that out and get ahead of the game.
Okay.
Like, what's the next thing that's going to happen after TikTok? Because I can't do the TikTok train. I can't do it. I can't do the TikTok. I tried. I don't understand it. And I get overstimulated really fast.
An account because I watch like my nephew's something on there, and I don't think I've ever logged on again.
I've created and deleted probably 10 TikTok accounts in the last couple of years because I just don't understand the point of it. And I don't understand how to like post my own thing. So it's just.
Oh yeah, didn't you struggle? Like you posted it and it just disappeared.
That was an Instagram story we were trying to post together at that time.
That's right. We did figure that out.
I know what I know, and that's what I know.
Yeah.
But so I think it's too late for me for TikTok. So I'm gonna get on the front end of the next thing, whatever that is.
Figure out what it is. I'm sure.
I know. I need to figure it out
with the youngins.
Figure it out. I'll go consult. I'll consult with my peeps.
Because you got to know that most middle school, high schoolers aren't using Facebook as their primary communication.
No, I mean, as far as
it's like once your parents are on it, it's not cool.
Yeah, no, none of my young clients are using Facebook. They're still there's a lot of TikTok, still Snapchat is still big. I think those are the two big ones with the younger teens. And then I think the olders are with the Instas, but I don't know.
Okay. Well, the teaser for next time is I did get my DNA results back.
Ooh, I like the teaser.
I know. So we'll get into that next time.
Okay, I'm excited to hear about that.
Bye.
Oh, okay, bye.
Until next time. Bye.
We really got to work on that.
Is there an
closure?
Ending? Do we have a better ending?
No, I think that's what we're just doing. It's saying until next time, but not giving directions. We're leaving it up to the people.
Okay. Until next time.